Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I guess I should be welcoming myself back because it's been a week or so since my last video. Was on a family vacation and didn't film anything in this tiny cabin with my entire family there for unknown reasons, obviously. But I digress. Good to be back doing a late weekly reading recap. This will sort of just be like a welcome back to the channel video. Talk about my vacation, what I read, what I did workout wise there, as this is just sort of like the morphing of my two hobbies into one channel, reading and diet and exercise. So we'll start with the books first. Got 3 books to talk about. We'll start with one I finished before I went on vacation. So I left for vacation on Friday, got back, Tuesday. So if you saw one of my videos last week, you know I wanted to finish this book before going on vacation because I didn't want to bring the next book in the series alongside with me, having not finished the first one and just taking up more space in my bag. That is Sarah J. Maas's Heir of Fire. This is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. And I think each book gets better and better. I've finished this book about a week ago, so I hate to say it, but sort of memory is blurred about this book. I know like the events that took place in it, but I jumped straight into the next book, and so their timelines of where one ended and where one begins sort of blur together because they pick up basically right where the last one left off on. But yeah, like I said, this series, the books get better and better with each installment, and safe to say that it's not sort of letting up with the 5th book in the series that I'm currently reading. Took it on vacation with me. It's very good thus far. But yeah, loving this series. If memory serves me, this book, we go from following 3 point of views, 3 different characters, to now we follow 6 characters within this series. Relationships are building, there's more political intrigue, plots are deepening, and the world is just getting bigger and bigger. And I think this is where the series really hits its stride, sort of, evolves from more of a romantasy series into now like more of a high fantasy series with a subplot of romance. Heavy subplot of romance, but still good nonetheless. I've enjoyed every book in the series, just as a avid fantasy fan and reader, and as a guy. I know this series tends to be marketed more towards women for whatever reason, but my sister was reading it, funnily enough, and I decided to pick it up, and I'm loving it. So there you go. If this is your sign to pick up the series, 24-year-old guy recommends it to you thoroughly, which then leads me into the next book in the series, Queen of Shadows. Started this on vacation. Started this on vacation, like I said, and I'm about halfway through it. Didn't get a whole, well, that being said, I mean, it's like 320 pages halfway through it. I also read another book while on vacation, but it seems like I should have read more on vacation. I don't know why I didn't. I guess that's okay. I guess I didn't. I mean, who cares? It's vacation at the end of the day, and I didn't really want to harp on myself for not reading as much as I did. But alas, wish I would have read a bit more, but here we are. Liking this book very much. This one's a bit more dark than the last one. The last one definitely had its moments, but this one is just sort of like a new veil of dark and fantasy, and it's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. Like I said, only halfway through. May finish it this weekend if I get boogieing with it, but we'll see. Have it on Audible as well. Haven't been utilizing it that much. Only just today at work did I whip it out and read. Holy shit, I should never say that sentence again. Only just today at work did I take my audiobook and listen to a couple of chapters of it. But yeah, so far so good, about halfway through it. The second book I brought on vacation, like the dichotomy of these two, don't know why I didn't get bigger whiplash That is James Joyce's The Portrait of the Artist, A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. I always get it confused. I always call it The Portrait of a Artist, not A Portrait of the Artist. But yeah, A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. I'm about 45% of the way through this one. Yeah, and would have liked to read this a bit more on vacation as well. Ideally, I would like to finish this. This is part of like my assigned reading that I put on myself in order to read James Joyce's Ulysses by June 16th. Next up in the reading order is the Odyssey and then obviously Ulysses. So I would have liked to have finished this on vacation, jump straight into the Odyssey and then take my time with it, but alas, still working through this one and I'm enjoying it, which I wasn't for the first 30 pages or so. About 130 pages in now, and I actually enjoy when I pick up this book, and so I think I just need to be in the right headspace, and that is safe to say that it is no headspace at all. I find the greatest enjoyment reading this book when I sort of like, not like zone out per se, but it's almost like an out-of-body experience that you need to have reading this book to just sort of flow through his interesting prose and word choice and things of that nature. So if you've read this book, I'm sure you know. If you're looking to read this book, that is just one tip I have. Yeah, interesting for sure. Safe to say I'll have more thoughts once I finish it, about 45% of the way through it. So yeah, about halfway through both of my books here. Now we'll see when I wrap these up. But yeah, would have liked to read a bit more. That being said, I read 350-ish pages on vacation over 4 days, which is about on par with what I normally read on a day-to-day basis anyways. I guess with like just having more downtime, I thought I would read a bit more, but there's more things to do there. So like hanging out with family, that's probably a big thing I should do. So I did that. But yeah, not gonna beat myself up about not reading because it should be fun at the end of the day, and I had fun and I had a good vacation. So here we are. We'll keep chipping away through these. You'll see my soon to come next weekly reading update, which will be in like 3 days from now, where I land with these books and so on and so forth. Yeah, I guess we'll do a little update on like diet and exercise and training. This may be where the book content stops. Continue watching if that at all interests you. But yeah, I took a little break. Well, let me back up. So since I have moved, which is about 10 weeks ago, I've been on this very strict exercise routine that I have been enjoying. Essentially, I mean, it's working out to be 7 workouts a week, but I have a day of rest. So I'm weight training 5 days a week and then running 2 days a week, prepping for a race in August while also trying to put on some size as well. And it just got to be a lot. I went 10 weeks without missing a single exercise or day of exercise. So I had 70 workouts in 10 weeks. And I went on this vacation and took an extra rest day. And I think it just like sort of like the built up fatigue over those 10 weeks. I didn't really notice it until I went on vacation and like wasn't in that headspace anymore. And so I think I'm gonna do my first ever deload week, which I'm currently in the midst of. I did a workout on vacation with my sister, the same sister that's reading Fear on the Glass, funnily enough. She's really big into CrossFit, and so if you know anything at all about that, that is not really my forte. I'm much more into like strength training and things and like typical bodybuilder workouts. She's more into CrossFit, but I joined her in doing Murph, the workout on Memorial Day. Typically you do this on Memorial Day to honor the fallen soldiers, and we did so what Murph is as a workout is it's a mile run followed by 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats and then another mile run. We did that, but we broke the middle portion of that in half. So each of us did half of the work. And so we did a mile run together. Then we each did 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 150 squats, and then a mile run. And that destroyed me. I had done Murph before. I've done the full thing, funnily enough, like the 100, 200, 300 with the mile runs like many, many years ago. It didn't wreck me as bad as I did this time. I weigh quite a bit more. I mean, I'm like through puberty now, and I'm taller now than I was back then, and I probably have more muscle. I would fucking hope I have more muscle than I did when I was 17, but yeah, I haven't done that sort of style of workout like essentially since the last Murph, and it sort of destroyed me. And so I think it sent me into this deload week, and I woke up the next day and the day after that, and the day after that, which is today, like feeling completely terrible. And so I'm doing my deload week, which is essentially a rest week from the gym, and I'll pick things back up on Sunday with my regular scheduled programming. Not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. Like, I still feel pretty shitty. Those 150 squats, like it still hurts to walk, and it's freaking Thursday at the time of seeing this video. I did that workout on Monday. Like, 150 squats should not kill me as an adult male, but it did. And so I think I just need to like take a chill pill and relax until Sunday, and we'll see how it goes. As a natural lifter, as they call it, like, I've never taken any I mean, clearly I haven't taken any damn steroids. You can probably even need to know what those are to notice that, but yeah. Rest and recovery I'm finding are super important, so I'm just going to prioritize that a bit more this week, and that's about it. We'll eat a bit more, we'll rest a bit more, we'll see what happens come Sunday, because it's a long game at the end of the day. Yes, I've done 10 weeks of good workouts, never missing a beat, but it's about how long you can keep that up. It's not about perfection, it's about progress at the end of the day. I feel like I've been chasing perfection this whole time, and it sort of bit me in the ass. So, well, not bit me in the ass, but I just needed to take a break for a bit, and we'll hop back on the train. I may take this time to reassess my training protocol. I may, put 2 full rest days a week, or maybe I just won't do like 2. Like, I have one scheduled 2-a-day workout in my program where I lift in the morning and then run in the afternoon. Maybe I'll take that out and just do on the days I run, that's the only work I'm doing, and then do 4 lifts instead of 5. See, I'll try things out. I'm young, so that's sort of what this time is for. Just see what works, see what doesn't. Like I said, I think that this past routine has been working, but I'll try things up and see how I feel, the next 10 weeks time, and see what goes from here. See what goes from there. Sorry if I keep looking over there, like someone keeps like walking laps around my apartment complex, and I don't really know what they're doing. Oh well. But yeah, that's a little update. I can definitely make a more dedicated video to like my routine and how I track my lifts, how I track my nutrition, and make sure I'm making progress. If that at all interests you, let me know. I can definitely make a video on like what I do personally and what I've seen success with. I've been working out off and on heavily on the off portion of that for about 6 years. It probably equates to about 1.5 years total training, because I took like basically a year off twice in that 6-year period, so that's definitely not good. But yeah, I've just never been consistent with it until now, and it feels different than it has before, and I'm excited to see where this takes me. Definitely in that muscle memory phase where my old progress is coming back slow and steady, and then pretty soon here we'll be into uncharted territory. So let me know what you guys, I don't know, think of that. Maybe I'll make a dedicated video to sort of what my diet and training looks like in a week. If that all interests you, I can definitely whip something up. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today. A little hodgepodge of a video back from vacation, vacation reads, my current training routine, what that's looking like. Maybe a dedicated training video in the future, that could be fun. But I digress. We'll leave it at that. Consider subscribing if you're new here. Give it a like if you liked it and things of that nature. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.